Hello, Webster County Schools students and parents. In this video today, we will be talking about accessing, completing, and turning in assignments in Google Classroom. So stay tuned for a short little tutorial on how to do that. We're in our Google Classroom, and we are looking at the Classwork tab, and we see our assignments listed here. The assignments will always populate to the latest one that was added. So the one that is the later assignment will be down at the bottom, and the one that was just added will be at the top. So let's go into sample assignment 1, and let's take a look at the assignment. So when you click on the title of the assignment, a small box opens up and it gives you the instructions and then anything that the student is going to need to use to complete this assignment will be attached here at the bottom. We can also click View Assignment to look at it in a large window. So when the assignment comes up, we see the sample title, we see how many points it's worth, we see when it is due, and we see the instructions. Over here on the side, you will notice the box Your Work. And inside of it, if it is a document that you are to edit and then turn in, you will see a copy of it right here with your first and last name. For this video, we're using just WCHS Student as the first and last name, but you will see your first and last name there. And so to complete your work, to complete the directions that are listed here, you simply click on your work over here and it opens to the Google Doc or whatever material that the teacher has attached to this assignment that they want the student to edit or do something with. And so you open it up in this Google Doc window and you can complete your work. Now, there are two ways that you can turn in assignments in Google Classroom. One is if it is a Google Doc that the teacher has assigned to you or something else that the teacher has assigned to just you, you can simply turn it in from right here and it will turn it in. Okay, it will ask you just to make sure you're turning in the correct thing and then you hit turn in. Okay, now prior to that, if you noticed, I will unsubmit here real fast. If you notice, there was also the turn in button here. So once this is attached, you can come back and click turn in here. So let's go back and make sure that we have this document. Okay, probably most students would prefer to turn it in this way. But once it is turned in, you will see the unsubmit button. Now, should a student realize that they've accidentally turned in the wrong thing or they forgot something and need to go back and edit that and update it, you can simply hit unsubmit and it will unsubmit it will unsubmit the assignment so that students can make the changes. And then they would simply just go back and turn it in. So we will turn that in again. Okay, now let's go back to the assignment list. Okay, we're going to skip assignment 2 right now and we'll go to assignment 3. Okay, sometimes teachers have you create something from scratch. They don't attach anything, but they want you to open something and create it from the beginning. And so in this assignment, the teacher is asking the student to open a Google Doc and write a paragraph. So you don't see anything listed, any files attached down here. So the student would simply go over here to the Add or Create, click it, and they have some options. They can click Google Drive here, which does allow them to create a new document from there. or if there's a link they need to go to, or if there is a file that they need to go to, they can choose those. However, most of the time it is creating something new, either a doc, a slides, a sheets, or a drawing. So today the teachers asked us to create a doc. So we're going to click doc. Now, it opens up into a blank document, and this is where the student would write their paragraph. Once the student has written their paragraph here, again, they have the option to turn it in from this Google Doc, or they can simply go back to the classroom here and hit turn in. Again, once the work is attached, you see the student's first and last name here, indicating that the work has been attached to Google Classroom and is ready to turn in. So once we've done that, we're ready to turn it in. Again, the message comes up asking you to confirm that it is correct, and then we can turn it in. Again, the unsubmit is there in case the student realizes that something has been left off or something needs to be changed. So the student can always go back and hit unsubmit and then turn it in again after those updates have been made. Okay, going back to the classwork page, we're going to take a look at a sample quiz. A lot of times teachers assign quizzes or assessments to students through Google Classroom. So this one is a Google form that the teacher is asking the student to fill out. This can be a quiz or another assessment. So the teacher, just attaches this Google form to Classroom, and the student fills it out. And once they have filled it out, they hit submit, and it submits it to the teacher. There is no need with quizzes that use Google Forms for the student to attach anything to Google Classroom. Once they finish the form, it is automatically submitted to the teacher. Okay, let's go back to sample assignment 2. Sometimes teachers make assignments that include files that they want the students just to reference or to look at. Like in this assignment here, the teacher has assigned a PDF for the students to view. Okay, so under your work, they can open the PDF, but because it is a PDF, they're not able to edit it in any way. It's just simply for reading. Now, there are some tools out there that teachers can use that allow students to edit these PDFs. If that's the case with your student, then that teacher would provide you with the tool and instructions on how to use the tool in order to edit this PDF. But sometimes they just include things that they want the students to view or to read, something that they may need to complete the assignment. It doesn't mean that everything has to be edited by the student and turned in. Okay, sometimes by turning this in, as you can see, this turn in is active here. The students just hit turn in when they have read that piece of literature or whatever it is that the teacher has assigned for them to view. But most of the time, teachers with assignments, they'll include PDFs sometimes when they want them to read, but then there may be another document that they want to edit, and that would be included with the assignment. Okay, so this should give you a good idea, students and parents, of how to access your assignments in Google Classroom and how to complete them and how to turn them in. In the next video, we'll be looking at how to look at your graded work in Classroom. So I'll see you then.